So, hello, welcome back. I got my camera working this time. If you remember from last time, I was struggling a little bit. And I'm going to be testing out all of the products from my little haul last video. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about myself and maybe even get into some motivation, perspective type of things. So if that sounds good to you, then keep on watching. So let's start by putting my hair up out of my face. So I think I might just start with my eyeballs just to, I don't know, I just want to start with them. So let's zoom in a little. I am professional. I am a professional YouTuber. I'm just gonna use the cream shade up here. It's like super hard. This shade. I'm just gonna use on like this brush, the M173 from the last video. I'm just gonna set my eyeballs. Why do I keep saying eyeballs? I'm just gonna set my eyes with that. I'm just gonna use this as a little transition, even though I just don't know what I'm doing. So yes, as I was saying, I'm from outside of Philly. What else about me? I was a cheerleader for a competitive team in my high school. I did softball growing up, soccer, karate. I'm actually national world champion, black belt. Yeah, we're gonna cut that part out. And I have loved makeup and YouTube and things like that since like I can remember. Since I was really young in elementary school, I was like obsessed with it, and I've always wanted to do this. So kind of crazy it's taken me this long too, but we're here now. And yeah, so I would always like get makeup for gifts, holidays, like that was all I ever wanted. So I've grown a decent collection over the years. I'm 19, by the way. And yeah, so that's kind of my history with makeup. Like I'm just taught myself over the years practicing and stuff. So yeah. So I really am liking these two shades down here. For some reason I'm feeling drawn to them, so I might do something with that on my eyes. So as far as the whole motivation, self-confidence, happiness, that kind of stuff, like my background with that, my parents always, wow, that's really pretty. My parents always instilled in me like the importance of your self-confidence and, you know, knowing what truly makes you happy and surrounding yourself with the best people. Like that was always something super important that they taught me, like from a young age even. So that's obviously stuck with me. I also just feel like, which like social media wasn't even really that big when I was in like elementary school, let's say. It got much bigger in middle school for me, but kids these days that are experiencing it from like when they're born, from so little all the way growing up, like that's so hard to grow up around. I can't imagine it. And like it 100% takes a toll on anyone's mental health. And just like confidence and everything like that. It's so hard to manage going through puberty, growing up, and with all the pressure of like social media and stuff. It's just crazy. Also, as a girl, girls in general, like statistically speaking, go through a lot more of like self-confidence issues and stuff. Not that boys don't have their own issues for sure, but like I've had so many experiences growing up, from going to overnight camp to elementary school, middle school, high school, college. Like girls go through a lot, and I feel like I've seen a lot, so I want to share what I've learned and my experiences and stuff too. Even just the other day I was talking to someone that was a fairly new friend. I hadn't really talked to her that much up until that point, and we somehow were sharing about like our childhoods. Not our childhoods, kind of what we looked like growing up, because I'm a super small person. I had to like go to a doctor when I was younger to make sure everything was okay, because I wasn't growing. I was so far behind everyone as far as like height, puberty, that kind of thing. So I looked like a twig next to people. I'll actually show you a picture. It's really funny. So like I was the little one in that little lime green bikini, and those girls were all the same age as me, and I think we were going into 7th or 8th grade. So I looked very small, and she said, "That's so funny." And she showed me pictures of her the exact same age, and she was tall, and she was like filled out and looked much older than our age group at the time. and she was saying how I would have looked at you and been like, wow, why can't I look like that? And I said, I would have looked at you and thought, wow, she looks so old and mature already. You know, I still look like such a kid, which I still say I look like a kid. But anyway, it like stopped automatically, I think. Hopefully we're still going. I don't know. I don't know where I got cut off. By the way, these shadows are so blendable. Like, I've never had a shadow like blend seamlessly, to be honest. Maybe I have, but I don't know. It's like very... Anyway, alright, let's just like build this up out here. Like, sure, that looks cool. So I think I left off somewhere in that story where she was saying, oh wow, I wish I could have been as small and tiny as you, and I was saying I wish I could have looked as old and mature as she did, and basically just, especially seeing stuff on social media, it's impossible not to compare yourself to what other people look like, especially at that pivotal time in your life. So it's like my goal to be able to help girls see their own beauty no matter what, you know? Because everyone is different and everyone will always be different from each other. That's what makes everyone so unique and so cool. I'm just gonna take that pink now, that like matte pink. With, oh, this is the other brush from the set, M224. Just kind of start to blend. Just gonna take a little bit more of that first transition shade. It always looks crazy until the end. Then it'll all come together. I think I'm gonna like cut this outer corner at some point. Gonna take this gold for my lid. I also forgot about the ColourPop shadow that I got that I want to use as well. So it's like a cream shade. I don't know if I should do it first and then set it or put it like on top of. So it's like, I told you last time, it's like a jelly. Maybe I'll do it first and then try and set it because it looks like very moist. Ew, looks very wet. Let's just say that. Let's just use my finger. It's like such a weird texture. This is just a lid, by the way, because there's so much on it. There wasn't even a need to go like into the product. Oh, and it's all over my fingers now. This should be interesting. Oh, whoa, that's really cool. I can't tell if that camera's picking up how cool this looks. The thing is, there's no shadow in the palette that's like this exact tone, so I don't really know how I'm gonna set it. But it's so wet that I feel like it has to be set. This is an interesting dilemma. It has a blue reflect, which I think is really cool. So I think the closest thing I'm gonna get is this, this ivory shade is shimmery, so I'm just gonna try and put that on top just a little bit with the same flat brush. That works because you can still see it coming through, but it's like a little bit more set now. So I'm just using a makeup wipe and I'm cleaning my fingers off because they have sparkles on them and I'm gonna need to do my face makeup now. And I don't want there to be sparkles all over my face. I'm also gonna use this to like cut the edge a little bit. Ugh. All right, let's see. Much better. Oh, that was smooth. Oh, that looks good. I just think this side needs a little blending. I just mixed the white and the cream shade to highlight my brow bone a little bit. I'm just gonna do my brows real quick. Just a little something something. I'm gonna tightline and put on mascara, and then I'll be right back. So a few like little specks got on my eyelid, but I'm gonna let them dry so they can come right off later. And now let's finally move on to my face. So to prime, I'm first gonna moisturize with this little Clinique sample. I just always keep it with my primers to moisturize right before I start, because I don't know, I just think everything goes on better when your skin looks nice and moisturized. And then I have this L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base that is like, it's like a thick kind of thing that really just helps smooth out your skin. Anyway, I'm gonna go do that. I moisturize everywhere, but I really only take a tiny little bit of this in like my T-zone and places that I think need smoothing out. So I got 2 foundations, and I would love to be able to use them both, but they're both super different shades. So I'm just gonna have to use one of them and then use the other one another time. So I'm gonna use the Morphe one, the Hint Hint Skin Tint. Anyway, I keep forgetting to like speak, but that's nice and drippy. Okay, oh my god, it's like not my color, just saying, I am aware of that, but I don't know why this sponge is feeling like super firm. I don't know if it's because it's the first time I'm using it or what. I'm also gonna need more of this. So it's like super sheer, as you can see it not covering things. Why does the sponge feel so heavy? It feels like, I don't know, their sponges have been better in the past. So the next few products weren't from the haul, but the brushes are. So look out for how the brushes work, and then I'm going to be talking some more while I do that stuff. I'm using the Urban Decay. Anyway, so if you follow my TikTok, you know, a lot of times I talk about like forming good habits. So also my TikTok, I just duetted a girl's video who was like, I'm just going to try and love my body, or just say things that are about loving my body, and maybe eventually it'll like come true, which is great. Like, I think we should all do stuff like that. And there are so many good habits that we can be forming like that. Even myself that I need to work on. Like, I want to start waking up every day and saying like, today's gonna be a great day. And I've thought about doing that for so long, but I've never made a conscious effort to change my ways and start to do it. So whatever it is that you want to change, maybe about your mindset or even manifesting things into your... I was saying, to start doing those good habits and just start really making an effort to change, because also there are a lot of people that I know that say they want to change or want different things, but don't actually do anything about it and just complain about it. And that is probably one of my biggest pet peeves, is people who want to change something but don't actually make any effort to do that. So if there is something you want to change, you want in your life, and you are capable of taking steps towards that goal, go do it, girl. What are you waiting for? Like, there's nothing stopping you. And even if you've just thought of something that you wanted right now, and you would probably immediately made an excuse for it. Like, that's what I used to do about stuff all the time. When it came to starting this YouTube channel, oh my god, the amount of excuses I made since I was in 8th grade, and I'm in college now, and I have always wanted to start it. Oh my gosh, like, it's crazy what we can do to justify not getting the things we want. Like, I wanted this, why did I not do it? Because I was scared of what other people think, which I am never someone. Not caring what people think is like my mantra. That's what I live for, because who cares? You're doing what makes you happiest, right? And you're wearing what you want to wear, and you're doing what you want to do, so literally, who cares? And that's what I always said, but I should have said it to myself. I always told people that. Literally, since 8th grade. I got this camera in 8th grade, and I sat down and filmed one YouTube video. Then I sat down to edit it, and I said, I hate editing. I can't do this because I don't like editing. I'm bad at it. I'm really bad with technology, which is true. I am bad with technology. And then I just stopped, and literally after that didn't touch it till now. It just baffles me, because there are probably so many people out there just like that. Not even with like a YouTube channel, but with, I don't know, changing how your body looks, you know, getting in a better workout routine, eating healthier, or just stuff like that, that you are capable of doing. Whatever your circumstances are, you may never feel like they're perfect. You know, I would say, like, for me, the perfect time to start a YouTube channel, it doesn't exist. And that's why it's so important to find that self-love, which is really what I hope to help lots of people do, because it's hard and it doesn't feel natural sometimes. You're still going for all of your goals, you know, not letting anything stand in your way, but you're still happy with yourself every step of the way. So yeah, some of that stuff is like crazy to think about, and it doesn't make sense at first, and you might just be like doubting what I'm saying even, but you just follow me, man. We'll freaking get through it together. I'm telling you. I just realized I forgot to use the blush. Oh my gosh. Let's just put some on now. See what happens. So it looks like this. Oh, should I use this? Whoa! It's like extremely creamy. Why did I not think it was gonna be like that? Uh-oh, that's gonna be way too much, so I think it'll blend in relatively easily though. Okay, so the last thing I have is the gloss from Madison Beer in the shade Mars from Morphe. I really like that. Okay, last thing for real this time is just setting my face and doing my bottom mascara, and then I'm done. This was a pretty new product, the ColourPop Pretty Fresh setting spray. Really like it. It has hyaluronic acid in it. I don't know if... And it smells like coconuts. Okay, so I think that wraps up this all over the place video. I know I talked about a lot. Sorry if I seemed a little all over the place. You know, this was my first one getting into more of the talking aspect of things. So if you're still here, I super appreciate you watching. I hope you liked the look that I came up with using all the new products. They were all so good and so much fun to use. So thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. Please subscribe and like. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Wow. I did that shit.